sure
because
down
when we
the
go
line,
live, it
you know,
will indicate
we
you.
talked
So
about this
join the
before.
team if you haven't joined
And
the
I meant
team.
when I said whenever
Thanks,
I want him to
Mulaney,
get the
for the
jury.
rose.
But like I'm aware that like if it's any of us next to her at any point, it's not looking good.
Yo, when Leah started talking,
and that's why
there were 400
even I was
people here.
surprised when Mackenzie was
Now,
on her the next week because I was okay with her being the first.
We've almost lost 130 people.
That's a lot. So I don't know where to start, but
let's go. Lolo just joined the team. I love it.
Me being brought up and you being worried
Chelsea?
about that, like, is people trying to figure out where the voting was gonna lie. It was not.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that.
You mean, well, you said that you were worried when you saw me up there talking to people, like getting in your head a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So,
but I calmed that down. So that was like,
yeah,
that's old stuff that I wasn't worried about.
Well, during Janky World, there's several people, and I was confused by this because I had a conversation with you about the trio, and I told the trio to their faces, if anybody wins HOH, you guys are screwed.
Yeah.
So they're aware. So I'm not trying to play both sides. I told them to their face. I didn't know it was going to be this backdoor T-core situation. But I told them, you guys are in danger because you guys are 3 at this point, and it's the majority if one of you guys doesn't go home.
Mackenzie's sitting over there.
They're very aware.
Yeah.
So them talking to me upstairs or throughout Janky World is them trying to figure out where my head is at regarding the vote. Yeah. Period.
Yeah.
Cam's trying to figure out where my head is at with the vote.
Oh, that's fine.
She's trying to figure out my. So we're
and that's what I thought. That's what I really thought it was. So we can squash that because that was just like me. It was just like something like I was just trying to remember what exactly triggered it, but I just felt like it was like maybe even just the.
What's up, pretty little fairies?
Like, at that point,
welcome.
It was just all of us out there, and like I still feel like close to you. Like let me just say that.
Yeah.
Like okay, so I'll let you finish first.
So, but during Janky World, I'm getting several people, and I'm not going to say the names, saying, hey,
there's only 6 other people.
She's not going to go after her
there's
real
only
target
3 not in the room.
Because she doesn't think that she has the votes.
What are we on right now?
So, she's going to shoot that shot later on. And when several people are telling me that, and I'm, the common denominator is you speaking about me, because it couldn't have been anybody else after all the conversations I had. So I was confused because I'm like, what? Like,
is Angela about to come in there? Cam came in there?
This is the
We're never going to sleep.
That I chose not to put you up or lean on me.
We are never going to sleep.
There's skepticism, but in my actions I prove that's not something that I'm going to do. Period.
Exactly.
Even though there is some reason, because I heard during Janky World, it's not the first time that I heard.
Yo, it's like 2 a.m.
About you throwing
it's 2 a.m.
being a threat to the house
for me right now.
Seats. Not the first time.
This is absurd. What have I got myself into?
Is saying some things, and I'm like, where the hell is Angela getting that from? And you and I had a conversation about how tight me and T-Core are. Then all of a sudden, Angela's saying the same things you are, and I'm like, where is this coming from? Trying to paint a target as if me and T-Core are a thing. And I'm like, I don't know how many times.
I didn't say that.
I have to tell people that me and T-Core are not a final 2.
Katie with a galaxy. Let's go, Katie. Let's go.
But I know that might have been inferred from Angela herself because
that's an Angela.
I think that was
you guys continuing to throw some gifts out here is just so clutch. I mean, I'm really putting in some work, some after hours right now, some overtime. This is crazy.
But Angela's telling me she's hearing that from other people.
Okay, so she's just saying that to make herself.
So I'm hearing, bar that, there's several pieces that caused me to be like, okay, she's
this conversation's getting nowhere.
This week, but
like
down the line, you're gonna toss me out. And I was frustrated by that.
Molly,
because
welcome
even
back.
In my frustrations with you in the past in this game, you being upset about stuff that I didn't even say that Tucker said and waiting weeks to tell me, you being upset about not agreeing to final threes, you holding some of that, and we talked it through, but it feels like you hold things against me for weeks until I have power, and then you want to talk about it. I'm like, why didn't? And even during Janky World, if you had worry or doubt or skepticism, I've told you multiple times.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you reassured me, and I felt better.
So that's to address the first thing. When it comes to Chemo and Rubina, there were things stated to me that you had a real target. You didn't want to see T Court go, but you didn't feel like, you had the votes. And that's something.
Love you back, King Scarlet.
And
Love you
I know
back.
it's not Cam, and I know it's not Mackenzie, and I know it's not Angela. So it's like, why I've been and then I'm hearing
Molly with another rose. You were the best, Molly.
Certain people one thing and me the other thing. And I'm like, what is truth at this point? Because you're telling people two different things. And it causes me who the biggest threats are in this house, who your targets are. And I'm hearing two different things from multiple people in this house, which causes me
We're gonna be up all night. McKenna with a heart pop. Let's go.
Because if I just had a conversation and then I hear this person have this conversation and this person, and you're saying three different things, I'm like,
yo,
I'm
what?
confused.
We need to get to the meat and potatoes
I'm very,
here.
very confused.
I have no idea how this is
And
gonna
so-
close.
It's everybody's word and then yours. That's how it's been painted throughout all of Janky World, and even this week. So it's hard to trust, especially when you haven't, during Janky World, did not have a conversation with me, Cam, and Mackenzie together to say, hey, I'm doing this out of protection of us. I want to work together. That's something that
because I told you all three separately because I didn't want to make it.
What's wild
obvious
about this
that it's a
conversation
group.
is
And I felt like I couldn't.
this is probably
I didn't have
Leah's
any
chance
space
to
do that.
not
Like,
go
I didn't
home.
have. I'm out in the open.
This is her shot.
So like
Right now.
And I wanted
And
even
we need
last
her
night to say something.
No.
And I should have, and I recognize that. But also with the whole me saying that you were a target thing,
Not what we needed
like,
right now.
whenever I was talking to them, first of all, I didn't have a conversation with Chemo until after
Another viewing in
nominations.
New
And then
York,
he was sitting there
maybe.
promising me safety
I don't
and then
know.
asking me why. Like I wasn't, whatever. And I think maybe like,
A 2-2 and MJ saves
whenever
Leah.
I
That
was
would
talking
be
to,
crazy.
Rubina, I was telling her like, I was saying
We're
that
still
I didn't
awake, baby.
have a target, like, but I did infer
You feel like it's gonna be
that I
4-0.
did at some point,
Yeah.
but
I don't know, man.
I
Marina,
just felt like I couldn't.
we're so up
like
right
I
now.
felt like they'd already been hearing every single time that it was. The
I've gone
trio.
through a lot of
My
emotions
target was
today.
to
I feel like I
bring them
gotta,
up because I recognized them as separate
I gotta
players. So
at
I
least
did
put
tell
in
them
time.
like I recognize
you
you
know?
as an individual player. Like I know that you're not.
I can't
whatever,
believe she
but I was,
renowned Leah.
trying to get information
God.
out. Not necessarily like I recognize that I may have inferred things and planted. That was
MJ
not my
needs to
intention. It was
checkmate
more so
Chelsea.
to get
Yep.
information, and I know I
Yep,
didn't
Molly,
mention your name
100%.
specifically, but could they have
100%.
come to that inference? Yes.
Yes, and they did. So I'm saying that because all of that's getting back to me. And then on top of that, multiple people.
But they also wanted to ask me.
Why you weren't putting it up?
Yes.
Understood. Then on top of
Let's go,
this
McKenna.
players, I'm just trying
Still
to see there's
going
no
hot.
reasons.
And
I
I
love
can't
it.
be like,
Ken's still
I know,
out here with the
like,
occasional
I know.
heart puff.
fuck you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
then I'm hearing from multiple people again, and I don't want to throw names out on that you
There
had
is a
issue
therapist
with the
available,
closeness
yep.
between you and Mackenzie, and the
Yep,
closeness
Dee
between you
Marie.
and Cam. So
that's not true either.
when I have all of these things,
It's one of the great things
and
about
this,
CBS.
it would be
They're
one thing
very
if it
cognizant
just came
of
from
mental
one
health.
person.
I understand.
But when I'm getting hit at several different angles, when I could have easily, because I was hearing these Leah before my HOH
Yeah.
for weeks, and I decided I'm still going to trust the words that come out of her mouth
Yeah.
and not put you up, even though I have frustrations from my HOH, even though I said, I'd rather Quinn. I'd rather Quinn for a variety of reasons of why I'd rather Quinn. Even after that, all of these things are still being inferred after the fact that are getting to me. So I'm feeling just like
Leah
Lord,
and Angela
what else
are
do
up
I
right
have
now.
to do?
Exactly.
Because I've had power twice in situations where I could have easily made a different decision and I didn't. So, and then you can't. I hadn't at that time gone to Chemo and being on them saying, "Hey, you need to watch."
This
out
is
for
not
me."
getting
That
anywhere.
wasn't coming out of my mouth
Yeah.
because my goal was to break up the trio.
Right.
So, but the trio's coming to me saying that Leah's inferring XYZ about me, and I'm like, what the hell? That's not my game plan to get them on my side, is to throw you under the bus. And then hearing that
Agreed,
you're threatened by
Sabrina.
how close we're getting, and I'm like, what the hell?
Agreed, Anne-Marie.
If there's anything you should be doing is trusting us two. in
I'm
this
like,
situation,
bro, I'm
because we
getting
both-
like tired out
There
here.
have
Like,
no- But what I'm
We need to
saying
put
is,
a wrap
there's
on this,
been
y'all.
rumored that you're planting seeds of doubt, saying you are afraid of the closest between me and Mackenzie.
Yeah, and that's where I got worried.
I mean, we have just
And that's what
been
I know.
through the struggle right
I
now.
know, and I was trying to debunk that with her
Been
because
through the
also
struggle.
I think
I don't know
maybe the
where this
goal
is gonna.
was
I need
between
MJ to like step in and
that the trio, I
narrate
guess,
and facilitate
and
here.
telling you this stuff about you because one thing that I didn't do in my one-on-ones was bring up any of your guys' names, but whenever it was like, oh, well, why didn't you
She
put,
won't.
you know, Chelsea?
Katie, let's go.
literally
That
was like,
cat.
oh, you know, like,
I love it.
protected
Thank you for the love,
me
Katie.
and whatever, and then it's like, oh, well, you know, they didn't have anything to say because at the time it was just them. But then I
Jean's
think
out.
that
I'm about to be
explained
out,
you
y'all. This
at
is
the
not
point
getting
where-
anywhere.
Because I think that.
I mean, this
and,
is crazy.
I tried telling. I couldn't say anything to Angela about taking chemo off. She felt like she had to for her own personal reasons. I tried.
Favorite
doing that.
house guest
I
right
tried.
now?
I met with her 3 times that day.
It's gotta be
and each
MJ.
time it was a no-go.
I guess.
And I told her it was going to put me in a tough spot. And T-Core sat there.
Good night,
and she told
Jean.
me she didn't want to be put up
Thanks
next
for
to
coming.
those two, and I felt bad, as I've told you openly,
Yeah.
and you've been someone that I've related to you about.
Oh man,
because it's hard, and
we're about to have to throw in the towel, y'all. This is just.
But one thing that I
I'm really
don't
hoping
like
like
is
we
that I feel
like.
it might have been.
Good night, Molly. Thanks for all the love tonight. Loved you being here.
When doing, which I didn't even know was a thing until getting in this game, is like people.
Agreed, Kaylee. They need to speed this up big time.
I'm not there to defend myself. I'm telling you one thing so that they can come back and tell me
Get
another
some
thing, and then
sleep.
so that I would consider you.
Can you get your prescriptions in the house? Yeah, 100%. They're very good about that.
They know I didn't deal with Cam. Why are you safe?
Y'all, if you
and
aren't a
that's whenever I
part
did
of
say,
our
like,
team,
it just doesn't
join
make
our
sense.
team so you know
And so that
when
could
we're going
definitely get
live
taken
and when we're
as doesn't
battling.
sense
Make
to
sure
me
you
right
join.
now,
I think we're gonna be Team
but
Matt
it just
Sprats.
doesn't make sense to
So
me.
it's
And
gonna
I
be our
didn't feel
team
like
name.
explaining to them that I'm protecting these people because it sounds really bad.
I'm surprised my
People,
phone
especially
hasn't
blah,
died.
blah, blah. So in that part, I'm very sorry.
You're welcome,
And I
Nate.
did
Thank you
ask
for hanging
Nancy
out this long.
If you are someone that I could trust. I asked you if you thought someone I could trust.
Mallory with the lightning bolt.
Is this
Thank
something
you
that I
so
should trust?
much.
Like, am I an idiot for trusting this group of people because I was afraid of this?
It's literally 2
and
a.m.,
that's
y'all.
what's hard for me is because if during your HOH,
I'm gonna give it
even after your HOH,
5 minutes.
you're hearing these things
We're gonna go
that
5
people
minutes
and
and just
saying and
hope we
infer.
get somewhere. Thanks,
I
Kaylee.
guess
Thanks,
my problem
JK.
is
You're
when
awesome.
I think that something is
Yeah,
like,
MJ is going to
not
bed before
true.
me, and she's in
I
the
just,
conversation.
I
crazy.
just glaze over it and then I'm like whatever, and then it isn't until I feel like it's confirmed. to me,
Chris,
like,
I am
my
on
own eyes
Eastern
that I
time.
believe it.
I
And
hear
that's
you.
whenever I started. That's my fault for making assumptions and assuming.
I mean,
And
we're
then
not getting
yesterday, like,
anywhere.
watching you guys talk by the pool table and stuff.
Brenda
and, like, whatever,
Lee,
and
football helmet.
It is
Oh
my
my
fault
gosh, thank you
because,
so
like,
much.
You know, I just shouldn't have even like I
Appreciate
was
that,
just
Chris.
talking to them like
Appreciate
friends or
that,
whatever,
big
and then even
time.
today, this is also what I don't really like.
Nick,
Like, after the
join
whole
the
renown thing, they both come into
team.
the bathroom
Let's
and they're like, wow,
go.
like, what a backdoor situation, like, you
The
know, like a blind side,
103rd
blind side, or
member,
whatever. And I'm
D.
like, whole time they're sitting
Let's
here
go.
telling
Thanks for
me,
the rose.
wanting this to happen.
I see your questions out
That's
here.
what I don't like.
Been answered. Thanks for the
And,
rose,
like,
D.
what's
Marie.
happening? And I do apologize, like, for ever.
Sherry's joined.
But the truth is,
Come
words
on,
aside,
y'all. We're about to go crazy.
sometimes
Sherry with the team
and it's been
bracelet. I
hard for
love
me.
it.
I
love
have
it.
stayed loyal to
Still
my word. When I
going.
promise people things, I mean it. And whenever I said I wanted to protect you, I meant it, and I showed it. So anything else that people
I
are
love it.
blabbering on about has no bearing on my on what's going on. I just don't feel comfortable going around and being like, oh well, these are the 4 people that I'm protecting. The rest of you guys, fuck you.
Oh my gosh, D.
Whatever.
Marie,
I don't
you're
think that's
lying.
something that needs to
Quit
be
playing.
spoken.
That's so nice.
I'm saying actions.
That is actually so nice.
And if you're hearing her name, and
Spent
my
10
name,
hours on
those are
Reddit trying to
people
find
that
those
you feel
answers.
like are closest to
Came to
you
the right place.
being,
Always here.
dropped,
Always
that's
here for you
something.
guys.
Hey, just FYI.
Right. I just
10
didn't
hours
think
is
it
crazy
was-
though.
Whenever they were saying it to me, like, oh, like, you know, why aren't you targeting like
Celebrity
I said,
basketball event?
and
Yeah, I'll
all
pull
of
up.
them said it,
I'll get
like-
in the post.
including you know,
Jamie, I
T-Core,
appreciate
not
that.
about you ladies.
Yeah.
but just saying like she even wanted me to break my deal with Cam, and I'm like, girl, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Good night, Brenda Lee. Thanks for joining the team, baby. Good night. Get some rest.
My word and my actions and the people that I care about.
People are giving up.
That's why
we got 3 more minutes.
It's been harder. That's why
we got 3 more minutes.
It's been harder
until we get somewhere, because we're not getting anywhere right now.
Why throw someone under the bus? But I get it. That's
literally we're not getting anywhere.
You're working with people. It's not necessarily.
I know, and you were describing this to me before, and like I still didn't internalize it too much.
Oh, thanks,
but,
King
like,
Scarlet.
I
appreciate that.
Of course they're gonna say that. To me, that didn't feel like tea, because it's like.
Madison is in, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and then
It's her, yeah, because hers, she's still.
D with another rose. Oh my gosh, D Marie.
Yeah.
This is coming in circles. Kaylee, I'm with you. Like, this is absolutely absurd right now. I can't believe it.
That she never did, never.
We were not uncovering anything.
Tell Tucker what I said during our conversation, and then to know that.
What's up, Heather? What's going on?
Right.
Take my money.
Because I remember
Oh my
thinking
gosh.
that when he was saying it to me.
Good night, Sabrina. Thanks for being here.
But I, at that point, was like.
We've got 2 minutes, y'all. 2 minutes, and I mean, we're not getting anywhere.
It was either that day or the next day.
What's up, Heather? What's going on?
Oh, it was the next day. He left.
Madison
So, like,
with the
in
team
my eyes, it was
bracelet.
like,
I love it. I love it. I
didn't
love
matter,
it.
'cause he's not
Madison's
here for her
been
until she-
big tonight.
But like,
Big
what I
tonight.
don't like is like me sitting there and like.
Nick,
defending,
I'm with you.
Or talking to her about anything, and then. Or,
Nicole, I'm getting mad. I'm gonna hold your hand when I
or
say
not
this.
telling you that.
Let's go.
because I didn't think it mattered.
Kal-El
Coming up and saying
joining the team as
whatever
well.
she has
Our team's gonna
there,
go
like, about
crazy, bro.
Me saying
They're
things
literally
like
singing
that
you a
told me,
lullaby.
like,
I know.
like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm about to
like,
fall asleep.
like,
Like,
just
you'll see my
like,
energy just be like,
what are
oh.
you talking about? Like that, it's weird. Like I don't know.
It's just in this game. It's when.
I get
And I
it.
told this to you during IHOH. Trust is bred through vulnerability,
Yeah.
and the way
What are we talking
that,
about?
like, trust will be earned is in those moments where it's like, and it's not necessarily throwing them under the bus, but if you're working with people, then
I don't
you
even
work
know
with them.
anymore. That's what I'm
And
saying,
even
Kaylee.
during my
This is
IHOH,
wild.
when Quinn was put on the
1:30
block,
a.m. in Houston. I'm
it was
clocking
definitely
out.
great
Good night,
contact
Katie.
during
Thanks for
some
being
moments
here.
people
Nice to
that
meet
they're
you.
trying to rally the
I'll see you
troops
next
to come.
time.
Never once did you have a conversation with me about wanting to keep Quinn over.
We got 1
Angela?
minute, y'all. 1
Over
minute,
Angela?
and we just gotta
Never
call it.
once did you
I
have a
mean,
conversation
we
with
have put
him
in the
about wanting
work,
to-
though.
Against chemo.
Oh, chemo versus.
But I told you. But we talked here, and we talked about that.
No, I'm talking about after I put him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
All right,
after
y'all.
you-
After I put him up, and we had those 2 days.
All right, we're gonna put a close
Yeah,
on this.
I
I just wanted to say you
that
guys
was
are the
I told
best.
you that, like,
We
I
have
was
put in so
No,
much effort
the
into tonight.
conversation happened
You
after
guys
the
don't
very
even
young
know how
Yeah,
much this
yeah.
means to
That
me.
conversation- No.
Getting
It
to
happened about
watch
being
this and
out, not
experience
about
this with
us.
you
And then-
guys makes
Yeah, 'cause
it
at the very last minute, and then
so
we
fun.
after,
I literally
and we
would be
all
doing
agreed
this
that
all
we
by
were
myself if it wasn't for
in front of
getting to
them.
do this with y'all.
Wow.
Join the team if you haven't. We're gonna be going live a
Like,
lot
whenever
more.
camp- like, whenever
Appreciate
Quinn
that,
was
Chris.
There was never an
You
agreement.
guys are
It was
awesome.
just,
You
hey,
guys
hope you
all
guys
need to hit the
keep me,
hay because
yeah,
we
I'll be
need to
paying
go to
attention your
bed.
game,
I mean,
doing
this
this
is
2-second
absurd.
pitch, and we
Thanks,
got
D.
along
Marie.
very awkward. It was
We need to go to
never
bed.
a
We've put in the work
thorough
here.
talk
We've seen a lot. We've been through a lot
about
together.
it.
We've
It
experienced a
felt like
lot.
a
I love you
full
guys. You
alliance. But I
are
even told you
amazing.
that.
Yeah,
I was like,
I will see you next time. Make sure you keep up with everything going on here, everything going on Instagram. Join the team. You guys are the absolute best.
Weeks ago.
Yeah.
We got to
And
put this to
that's why I
rest.
wanted to
I mean, good
to show
Lord.
you guys
Love you guys.
and did that
Love
I
you
wasn't-
guys. Good
that
night.
I'm not coming after you guys. Like,